Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Esteemed Gentleman podcast for Wednesday, January 12th. I'm your host, Scott LeBrie. Joined alongside me, Uncle T-Bag, Tyler Sunt.
Hello.
And all day, Eric DeShane.
Hello.
Some banging going around.
Yeah, some
upstairs.
kids playing. Yeah.
Just some of the noises you come to expect at T-Bags Tavern.
Yeah.
That's right. Leia's missed having people over, and she's pretty sad that we're down here, not up there playing with her.
Yeah.
She's very excited when the boys show up. She's always happy to see them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does she have a favorite show kind of thing, or not really?
It used to be Cocomelon, and then it was Booba, and then now I think it's Hilda. Hilda is like her... Like, if there's nothing else really that you can think of, you put Hilda on, and she's got it, and she's got good taste. It's fucking...
We watched a few episodes last night, and it's not bad. It's actually surprisingly well done. Yeah.
It's really well done.
Yeah, it's
pretty good.
very childish, but still engaging for adult audiences, that you still enjoy it, and you watch it, and you follow along with it. It's still pretty good. So I'm impressed by it.
Yep. That's good.
Yeah. I remember when I was a kid, like, if I ever had to wait for something, and like didn't really know how long, you know, like wait an hour. It's like, well, when you're 5 years old, you don't really get the concept of an hour all that much.
No.
So like my mom would always be like, be 2 Pokemon episodes.
Oh yeah.
Till we get to Lloydminster or something like that.
Oh,
and I'd be excited.
Yeah.
But I'd be like, because for some reason I get to watch 2 Pokemon episodes. It's like, no, you're gonna sit in the back seat for an hour.
But you don't
Think
notice
about
that,
how long a Pokemon episode is.
Yeah.
Put 2 of those together. That's how long of a drive it's
Yeah. See, that's the thing too. Growing up, we had a dairy farm when I was very young, and they would sometimes I had to leave me alone because there didn't enough hands to do the milking that day. So they put a movie on or something on for me to watch, and it'd be an hour and a half when they're gone. But I sit there and watch that movie the whole time, and just I would be alone, but time would fly by because I was watching that movie, right? So there's enough time where just to kind of zone out, and I was very much a TV kid, so if any movie, anything on TV, I would watch it. Oh yeah.
Well, that's the thing now. Like with Netflix, all the Pokemon are on Netflix. Like if I was born, around these days, parents just like, all right, I got to do something. Here's go crazy with the Pokemon or whatever, and I'd just be locked in.
Oh, I know. It's nowadays it's impossible. Like how are you gonna have attention with kids nowadays because you have it on hand, right? That's like, what the hell.
See, that's the difference I noticed. Like these days, like you guys are talking about that with Leia. Yeah, she's exposed to this stuff. Like Carly during the day was like, well, I need to do some stuff. Like if she goes and starts doing dishes or she starts cleaning or something like that, she'll be like, oh, what are you doing? I want to play blah blah. And it's like, no, I can't get anything done because she's always hanging off her. So she puts the TV on, so she watches it. But like, she's gotten so used to having the TV on now that she wants to do other things. Whereas when we were younger, it's like, okay, go outside and play. It's like, well, I mean, what am I going to do outside? Like, I don't want to fucking play outside. Well, I want to watch TV. No, you can't play. You can't watch TV. You can't play video games. Whereas it's the complete opposite now. And she wants to be outside all the time and wants to do stuff. Go see people. Go to parties. Go do this.
But I think that would be reversed if you lived on an acreage, though. You didn't live in
It
town.
would be. Yeah. And that's just, like, it's funny how, like, it's completely different now. Whereas, like, everybody's always worried, like, oh, the kids are going to sit there and just, like, rot their brains and watch TV. But it's like, okay, well, they're like, okay, well, this isn't what I want. I want to be out and about and doing stuff and whatever. So, like she went out today, and
I think you're right too as well. The mindset as well, like, oh, if they're inside watching TV, well, they're safe, right? That's the whole thing with the whole concept with that too as well. It's like, well, no, like they kind of should be out there and having fun and experiencing the stuff like that. But it's very much more internal and keeping them more inside, right? I find more and more these days. But
like even the novelty of like when we were
playing
younger, like just watching TV, it's like, oh, none of the good shows come on until about like 4:30, 5 o'clock, whatever. Like Simpsons would be on or whatever, right? But it's like, and then the Saturday morning cartoons.
You wait once a week for the cartoons, and that's all you had.
We were just like super pumped for like, oh, Sonic the Hedgehog play. Like, what's going to happen next episode? You got to wait a week for it to happen. Whereas here, it's like it's Netflix. You can just watch it all
on demand right now.
And it's all accessible to you.
I know it's very boomer talk, but I totally agree with you on that one for sure. It's all so
Like,
there.
now, how she's not going to understand like how much of a struggle was to wait a week for something to come out, right? Like TV shows, you have to wait a week. Wait till next episode comes out.
Only comes on certain times of day on certain channels. You can't just watch it whenever you want. And sometimes the TV wouldn't work. It would be the power outage. Right. Sometimes it wouldn't happen, and sometimes there would be something on the news. We'd cut it out, and you couldn't watch the cartoons at all Saturday morning.
Somebody would have the right electrostatic that go and touch the bunny ears, or like we used to have like cable wrapped in a certain way, like that was our reception cable. So like if I touched it, it would clear the image, so I'd have to like stand there sometimes and watch the show. And I'm like, okay, I have to go pee. It's like, okay, wait till the commercial. I'd like go run. It'd be like fuzzy, run, come back, and whatever. Like Channel 13 would be clear on like one day out of every 2 months, just so we could watch like YTV stuff and whatever, right? Like, it's crazy. And now it's like
boony life, man. It was tough. Yeah. It sucked.
It's crazy.
And you never had
this problem.
And my grandparents never did either. It's like because they had the fucking satellite dish, like what NASA uses to communicate with satellites by Pluto, like fucking huge to get a couple extra channels, right? So they would have like VHS tape recorders and record cartoons for us, and my nana, Papa and BC, the same thing, because they lived in town. They had access to they had cable, and it was, we were just like so jealous.
Alan was dating a girl from Ashmont who had satellite dish, and all the channels there too. She recorded videos, tapes, and 2D tapes of cartoons for me. It was so awesome.
It was awesome.
Like all the old Fox TV shows on there was awesome, but I think I played those all the time on the farm because
it's crazy.
Yeah.
You're saying those huge satellite dishes or whatever.
Yep.
I remember up by my house there was a couple big like apartment buildings there, and they had just like one huge satellite dish, and I guess that's what got all the tenants TV or something like that. Yeah. But like constantly, kids from like my neighborhood and the apartments would just be like climbing on the satellite dish and like hanging from the arms and stuff.
Right.
It's like I couldn't only imagine being like somebody in their apartment just like, what the fuck, my goddamn TV's not working. You like poke your head outside the window, there's fuck a bunch of like 6 kids climbing all over a goddamn tent.
Uncle Louie had one. He had that old dish for a long time too. Then it crapped out, so he got a regular. Didn't get the Star Choice on the line, but saw the old dish in his yard for the longest time. So we would play on that thing growing up, and it's just 9 foot, 8 foot wide dish you just climb on. Like, Ryan had it set up where it's like a bowl at times. We just collect water. It was a fucking disaster.
The thing is, like,
it's crazy.
On my block, there's like a park at the end of the road with a legit jungle gym, like slides, swing sets, everything. But no, we're climbing off fucking apartments and
it's funny how kids are drawn to shit that they're not supposed to be climbing on.
Man. That's how
they are.
Yep.
Like, kids are so curious and just so stupid. Little bastards. Right? Like, it's so true. That's crazy.
Yeah, frick.
It's fucking funny.
No, but it was tough. We say it's tough. It was just different growing up.
Yeah, then you just had a bigger appreciation for it too. And like when you go to school and people are talking about, you watch this show and this show and this show, I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea.
But I do regret not being as active outdoors as I was younger, and than I am now. I wish I was looking back on now. I wish I was more like I was indoors a lot too, watching a lot of TV. I wish I did play more outside. But I know for me it was always tough because I couldn't really do it in the wintertime without proper protection and proper clothing. And then summertime, I was always alone, so unless people were over, I wouldn't go outside or do things. So, but I wish now I played more outside because that was one thing. I'm like, it's now you don't get that anymore. You don't have this to go out and play and just do stuff. But now you're working now, so it sucks. Yeah. So
and it was a little bit different for me too because I had 3 younger brothers. We were all very close in age, and it's just like sometimes you just want to be by yourself and just watch stuff, watch something. But it's like you got these 3 little fucking idiots always picking my ass 24/7. Fuck off, go outside and play. I don't want to play with these idiots. I don't want to be around them. I just want to watch TV or play the PlayStation or the Nintendo. I just want to write or read or whatever. And then they're like, oh, what's wrong with you, man? Go outside, go get some fresh air. Rot your brain. Alone. They always had that stupid freaking too much TV is gonna mess up your head.
Oh, fucking now can't get enough of it nowadays.
Right? And then even eye doctors, optometrists and stuff like that say that like playing video games and stuff can actually increase your thought process and your multitasking abilities and whatever, right? Because you're using controllers and you have to know what button does what, and you're just like reacting.
You're still using brain function and reaction time to use it, right?
But it's because you're sitting there in front of the TV, just like ooh.
Yeah.
But then you're reading a book and you're like hallucinating in front of a paper, right? So you're doing the same thing basically. So it's
that's the thing. I guess argument. More like watching TV and movies is more of a passive thing, whereas
a book is definitely more engaging.
And then games are even more active. Than
that I get that logic behind it, but still. But how many times have I watched a movie and thought about it more afterwards, though? Too, right? It's not
for sure. No, for sure. That's just funny. The difference, like just the big contrast, like with the kids and like my nephews and nieces and stuff too. Like they have access to all that stuff, and but they have all that stuff, but they prefer to be outside. Whereas when I was younger, we all wanted to play PlayStation more, but it's like, no, you have to be outside. You have to be outside doing stuff. Whereas like, and so it's just kind of opposite. Like Leia's like, I don't want to watch TV. I want to go out and play in the snow. It's minus 30 out. You can't. It's like or it's like, oh, we don't feel like it. It's like and she's all upset. But it's like, it's total opposite.
Yeah.
Poor kid doesn't even stand a chance. Got the laziest freaking people guiding her. It's like, I don't want to be outside. There's shit to watch.
Work 9 hours. I want to stay inside and sleep.
Right?
Yeah, I know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was like my auntie on her Facebook page posted a picture of her grandkids playing outside when we just had like those minus 33, minus 40 days.
Yeah.
And it's like fuck. How can you do that? But I'm like, I probably was like that kid too, like hanging out.
Oh,
we were too. We were. We were out cutting wood.
Tobogganing at minus 30 all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Remember going up with Ryan behind the quad tobogganing, freezing my freaking hands to the I couldn't even feel them anymore. Yeah. Go inside and he was like, my pants are frozen, my hands are frozen. Yeah. Going, sitting by the register just to warm up my hands. It was so cold. Yeah. But I was having a blast.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, and then all of a sudden your ears and your fingers start hurting so bad because they're finally thawing out. You're like, like freaking out.
Yeah.
The cold is different than it is now, I feel.
I'm much older.
Worse now.
I spent 20 minutes outside cleaning up my wiper blades, my windshield, freezing my hands off. I'm like, oh, fuck. But thinking, like, back when I was younger, just go play in the snow up to here on me, not fucking
just going
bat an eyelash,
to pop the hood, to take the block heater off, whatever. Like, unplug the block heater because our cords in the Dodges are so freaking short. You have to put the cord into the thing there. And I'm like, oh, this is bullshit. I was like freaking out about it. It's like literally outside for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. We're older now. We're fragile now.
Getting old.
So, yeah. 35 now, so yeah.
That's how it goes.
Yeah.
It's wild.
I was going to say, like you said, like wiping off the snow and your like hands are like freezing. And it's like, I never had my hands freeze that bad. But then it's like, yeah, but your mom would never let you go outside without mitts ever. Like,
yeah, exactly.
So it's like, probably this is the only time you're not wearing mitts out in this. Like, that's what happens.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Yeah.
So,
no, for sure.
As a kid growing up, I'd have like, mom would always make me in the custom ski pants to go out in the snow so I wouldn't get wet or too cold. And I come back just like frozen all over. Hands are like full, gloves are full of snow. I have snow up to here pretty much on me. Just drenched and frozen. Throw my gloves up like a rock that was so frozen with snow, and just be happy as fuck because I was good to play outside for a while, right? Play with friends outside and go sleigh riding, so those are the good times. But
yeah, I don't know. Being outside, I was never really a big fan.
Yeah,
we did it all the time. We've always lived on acreages. Well, I mean, when we were really young, when I was in kindergarten, we lived in Ashmont in a trailer house. But I mean, that was. Well, then my best friend at the time when I was younger, he used to, like, our next door neighbor, he had all the new stuff like this. When the Nintendo 64 came out and stuff, that was just like, oh, yeah. So I was always at his place playing games. It's like, oh, go outside and play in the yard, go play whatever. It's like, no, I'm going to play video games, man. Yeah. Or if mom and dad had like a ball tournament or had to go do something, and then I'd go stay with grandma at the store because she used to own and run the convenience store. Actually, they lived there in the apartment above it. Yeah. There actually used to be an apartment place above the general store there, and grandma had arcades and laundry on the laundromat. So I used to help her with like because she actually used to do people's laundry for them. They would drop it off and she would do it for them at like a little extra cost, and she had all the movies and had arcades. Oh god, that was the life. That was the freaking life. Peavy, you want a chocolate bar? Yeah, bring it over here. It's like, bring your key, I'm almost out of lives. So she bring the key, turn it up, and go so I can get like, so I can play more in the arcade. It was just, man, it was happiest memories of my life, man, was at the store. Oh, so good. So good. Good times. She'd have her Benson and Hedges, and she'd be folding laundry, smoking her cigarettes. Crazy old lady, man. She was awesome. She was the best. Yeah.
We were talking earlier about TV shows and how you can only watch them like once a week, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
There's some shows like that. these days.
Oh, it still is. I mean,
they're being traditional. Yeah,
they are that way. And now, as someone who I feel like I'm not used to it being like that anymore. I want them all now.
Yeah, it's like, well, when Netflix came out, they were all available now. Yeah. Like, why are you fucking with me now? Like, why are you going back to the old ways?
You gave me this. you fed me this addiction. You taking it away from me. I want it back.
Yeah, but see, and it's crazy because anticipation is such a key thing for shows. Like when Arcane came out, it's like, okay, part 1. It's the first 3 episodes.
Yeah.
And then it's like, you got to wait like 2 weeks for the next 3-part to come out, right? And it's like, oh, so all this time has passed, so you feel like you've grown with the characters and everything else, whereas if you just watch them all through, it's like, oh, okay, well, that was good. But, and it's like Game of Thrones. I remember when Game of Thrones came out, I bought the first season on Blu-ray because I'm like, oh, I heard this is really, really good. So I'm going to watch it. We watched them all pretty much in 2 nights. And then we had to wait a year for the next season to come out. Like, holy crap. And then, so then Carly's mom and her boyfriend, they watched like 7 seasons, like back to back, like every night they watched Game of Thrones all the way through. And I'm like, the experience must be completely different than waiting. So, yeah. Like the anticipation is such a huge sell for some people. I feel the anticipation adds more to a show, I think. So like, even like with Boba Fett and Mandalorian, waiting every week to watch, it's like it gives you something to like, oh man, I can't wait. That is true. There's another episode coming out, there's another one coming out.
Oh
right?
Yeah,
like,
Wednesday, that's right, it came out.
Right. So like I feel like it's annoying, but it's also like it creates a better anticipation.
But I think too as well with that, it's still it's once a week is back again, but still having it like, oh, it's there now. I still don't watch till like a day or 2 later still. So I look forward to it, but I don't watch it immediately though. That's the other thing with that too as well.
I'm gonna fucking lose my mind, man. Start
it's
punching.
Fine.
No,
it's fine.
It's so annoying. It's probably like whenever I watch these episodes after, and I can just barely hear it. Yeah. Because these mics are relatively decent for social media, but you hear it, it's like, oh.
She's just playing.
I know
it's all right.
It's her house too, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess. I'll allow it.
But yeah, I was bringing like Boba Fett 2 episodes out right now. What do you guys think so far?
I like it.
Loving it.
I like it. Yeah. Somebody was saying like it's getting a lot of hate. Like the first episode,
the first episode came out and Reddit went to freaking town on hating it for no reason why. Because I don't know if the expectation was so high for some people that it wasn't what they thought it would be. They didn't like it off the hot.
I could see like maybe them just wanting maybe like just more
him being a
new
badass
stuff or something like it is like interesting like seeing like most of these last 2 episodes are him spending time with the sand people, a race we've never seen,
which I like actually
at all.
I really dig that.
Yeah. So that's the only thing.
That's the only thing I can think of.
People would be like,
I want to spoil that stuff. I'm like, well, this is awesome.
Yeah. You kind of know his character is like, oh, he's like a badass. He's the bounty hunter that the Empire hires, and he gets shit done, and blah blah blah. And now this is like him basically changing, like going through a character development by being with the Tusken Raiders
and seeing
open his mind to things and being like, these guys are just trying to travel. Like when they took that. Well, spoilers. When they took that train down and they had all those guys laid out there, like he probably would have just killed them.
Killed them, yeah.
But he's like, oh, like
don't come this way.
Don't fuck around. Don't do this. Blah blah blah. Like these guys, like you don't understand the Tusken Raiders. Like they're not just killers savages, or whatever. Savages. Like this is their land. This is their whatever. And he's like getting such a big understanding of how things operate and whatever. And he's like,
and I think like also like it's. This like this character evolution of like because before like being a bounty hunter your loyalty is to the highest bidder, right? And now he's the boss. It's like he's doing different things. He's not like ruling out fear. He's ruling out respect. And I think this is like the whole Tusken Raider stuff is like showing like why he is like
this way he is now. His
frame of mind changed that way. Right?
Appreciate the things that we can do. Have respect for the environment. Not the environment. Like just like appreciate the things that you do have and
do what you can. For
do what you can.
Else. He doesn't show up with guns blazing and saying, I'm in charge, I'm the big boss. He shows up with respect, doesn't come on a big parade. He's like, I'm the new daimyo, I'm the one in charge. But like,
still ballsy enough to just walk into the mayor's office and be like, hey, listen, bud.
Shit's going down, we're fixing this. Oh, yeah. Darn right,
Right.
Don't cross him, but he comes with you not with guns, but with an olive branch. So I'm like, you know what? I like this now.
I'm anticipating a big fight between that fucking psycho-looking Wookiee, man. I have never seen a more menacing creature.
He's in lore. He's the bounty hunter. I forget his name, but I recognized him. I can't remember how he is,
but black, like Cranston
something like that. Him and Boba Fett know each other pretty well, I guess, but they've had a history. So another bounty hunter. I'm like, this is gonna be good. So yeah.
Well, even the huts too. It's like, oh man, like the animation style and everything too. Yeah. It's like it's so loyal to the old stuff. Like, I'm loving it. It's so good. Like, it's awesome. And
the ending in episode 2, I'm like, this is fucking awesome. That really fun. He goes for his journey, and like he's like,
that was weird.
That was a trip, and I'm like, you know what? I don't mind this. And then it's good. Yeah.
I don't know. It was really trippy. Mm-hmm. I'm like, a gecko. I'm like, okay, well maybe he's gonna have like a new pet.
A new pet that's good.
And it's like. And it throws the fucking shit in his face, and it's like, what the fuck? And also that thing jumps in his nose and crawls into his brain. I'm like, what?
We're going here, yeah.
And he's like, I'm sorry, I think I might have swallowed it. I don't know what happened. And he's like, and he's like hallucinating, and goes and finds a branch, and they make a beating stick out of it. I'm like, well, that's kind of a cool.
That's a good tradition. I don't mind that. That's cool.
Where the fuck was this tree? Where did he find this tree?
Exactly. Yeah.
And it's all those little fucking like guys that. Mando fucking blasted.
Jawas?
The Jawas, yeah, those little fuckers. Yeah, they were all like standing there like watching them, and I think that's what they were anyway. But
I was just looking up to see how many episodes there's gonna be. Seven episodes.
7 episodes. That's pretty good. Yeah. So yeah, I know
they need more, and the production value is
awesome.
Just continuously getting
better.
But
still, that's like 7 hours. If you at least an hour per episode on average, just hope for around that. Even 45 minutes, it's still almost like 7 hours of Star Wars content. That's still awesome. Like, yeah, it's not 13 or 15 like most series is, but it's like 7 condensed good hours, I think. And,
they are, and like all their set pieces, the budget, like everything is just so authentic, and it's so true to like its source material too. Like when he goes into that tavern, you got all the guys like the musicians and stuff. It's like it's like probably the same outfits, but it's like it's awesome. It's I really like it. Anything that's like Star Wars live action, I'm game.
I really like the theme song to the show too. It's like a gangster like Star Wars song.
It's almost as bad as Mandalorian.
Fucking this guy. This guy hates it. Anything that's John Williams, this guy is a hater.
No, hey, John Williams is great.
I'm with Scott on these ones. I love them all. So yeah.
Come on. I don't know. But it matches the tone though. It does match the tone perfectly, but it's just like.
But still, like a little bit of Star Wars still.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Not really watching anything else though at the moment. I'm trying to figure out what to watch next. I keep getting told to watch Yellowstone. Have you guys watched Yellowstone? You have? Yeah. No.
I'm halfway through season 3. I haven't picked up still, but I don't mind it. It's. I came in watching it hoping for more, farm shenanigans and more like some drama stuff, but it's very heavy on the drama and almost worse, unrealistically heavy. Okay, I don't mind it, but
like gangster stuff.
It is, yeah,
politics
and it's with a Western backdrop, but it's like it's all right, but it's still like it's very political. So it's like,
I'm either gonna watch that next or Wheel of Time or
Wheel of Time. I think is on my list too as well.
I'm probably gonna watch Wheel of Time next. I think
you highly recommend that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No.
I mean, you liked it. You said you liked it.
I liked it. The season finale was a little.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Lackluster.
A little lackluster. It's got potential to see where it goes, but like.
Did they make it to where it could be for next season kind of thing? Is built it for that, or is it just kind of ends in a weird?
Well, it's kind of like I don't even know where they go from here, kind of thing. It's like totally wide open as to what's gonna happen.
So. Oh, okay. Just ended abruptly.
Yeah, it's like kind of. I don't know.
Interesting.
It's kind of weird. So, if you're looking for a light show, there's a show called Cobra Kai. I don't know if you ever heard about it. Pretty good. It's got 4 seasons.
I gotta watch Karate Kid before I watch those.
You've never seen the Karate Kids?
When I was a kid, I watched the first one. And it was.
You ever watched the 1, 2, and the 2, 3, and 4?
No.
Oh, jeez.
Never seen any of those. No.
4 is not necessary.
4 is not necessary at all because it's not even Daniel LaRusso. But yeah. But it's still.
They bring characters back from the 3rd movie, and like 3rd movie sucks.
Yeah,
they bring them back like in this recent
series. I saw that. Yeah,
and I was like, oh man, it's like actually awesome because like this the 3rd movie has like this guy named Terry Silver
who's terrible,
who's just like a crazy like over the top villain.
Yeah,
doesn't make any sense. And then like he brings him back this season.
Yeah,
and he's like totally like a regular dude, and he's like. He's talking with John Kreese, the other Cobra Kai sensei. He's like, It's like, man, I'm not doing this anymore. Like, I was coked out of my mind in the 80s. And, like,
making excuses.
I was like, he's like, I was terrorizing a teenager. Like he's like, saying, he's like, I've moved on. I've been to therapy and all this other stuff. And, like, it's like, the series, like, is not afraid to poke fun of itself, which is, like, one of its best, like, assets, I think. So.
Right.
It's like, yeah, it's stupid, a trilogy based on a stupid, like, 35-year-old kid, 35-year-old man playing a 18-year-old kid doing karate moves and shit. Like,
oh my god.
Yeah. So it's like it doesn't take itself seriously. Like I came up with the perfect metaphor for it. It's like, you know, there's plenty of cheese involved in Cobra Kai, but there's some meat as well. So it's like it's a charcuterie board. That's what I call it. It's a charcuterie board.
It's a charcuterie board of entertainment.
There's cheese, there's some meat, but it's all good, baby. It's all good.
Well, where's the crackers? It's not.
Well, it's all white cast. So there's your crackers.
Oh, I guess. Okay, there's the given. Yeah. There's your crackers.
Yeah.
There's crackers.
It's a meat tray, meat and cheese tray. Oh god, that's funny. Maybe we'll see. I don't know.
I know you keep saying it, man. I should invest the one day.
It's got 98% on Rotten Tomatoes. That's all
Yeah.
How though? I guess I got.
It does arc.
I just
hilarious.
have no interest, man. Like it's crazy. But you recommend it so highly. Like the hype is real. I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know.
Nah.
I probably
we could after this podcast we'll watch one episode and you guys will get
You're
it.
gonna kill me. If you buy the pizza, we'll watch it.
Deal.
Oh no,
Tyler, why you speak for us?
Okay, fine.
All
We'll
right.
watch episode.
Well, any other parting thoughts before we wrap this
How's
thing up?
this new weather? Are you guys feeling loving it right now?
Oh,
Yeah,
It's quite nice.
very nice. No more minus
I
40.
got to work. I'm like, man, I have so much to do at home now. It's like I don't even want to be here at work right now. I
Yeah.
got like I can do some shoveling. I can start doing some fucking cleaning and moving stuff. I'm like, I'm at that age now where it's like I know what spring cleaning is now.
Yeah.
I know what it means for spring cleaning because I'm like, mom and dad used to be the same way. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, spring cleaning. Let's. I'm like, I don't understand. Like, you guys are delusional. Nothing has changed at all. And now it's like, oh, it's warm out. Let's get some shit.
Yeah,
moved
exactly.
out. It's like, right. So, but we also had a really long deep freeze. Like
We
that
did.
was that was insane.
Stupidly long.
How long? I just got my power bill, and
Oh boy.
we need some Patreons. We need some donations.
Some donations here to keep the lights on, I guess.
Something.
At the tavern.
Gonna
Yeah.
need something.
buy Tyler's book.
Buy my book. Yeah, buy my book. Oh yeah, I go to Tyler
Oh, yes.
Son Books.
By the way, yes.
There's a little thing. Tyler Son Books. Yeah,
That's right.
Go there.
Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah, it's finally been shipped. That's why I posted it. I'm like, I ordered these author copies like I don't know how long ago, and now they're finally being shipped. So they're finally going to be here.
Well,
hopefully, by
Chris
this
Rock
end of
probably
this week.
put them way back, right? So
Yeah, Christmas and everything, and shipping,
Yeah.
and the weather and everything else. So yep, no, it's finally done. It's coming out, and now you can finish the epic sequel if you even read the first one. There you go. Yep. So
There you go.
there you go.
Well, let's wrap this thing up, shall we?
Sure.
If you were watching on YouTube, like and subscribe. Definitely help us out. Mind sharing it with a friend. You know, that'd be cool too.
That'd be sweet.
If you're listening on podcast service such as Google, Spotify, Apple, like the feed, subscribe to it, give us a rating, and then head over to our Facebook page, like the page, ask us a question for Ask Us Anything Monday, which will be next month.
Yep.
And if you want, you can always submit a topic as well. So,
Love to hear from you.
yeah, absolutely. Until then, we'll talk to you on Friday. Adios.
Goodbye.
See you guys.